Good morning. Third morning down here in Alabama. First couple of days we hunted some public land up a little north of here, and we drove down to we drove down a little bit south down here around Tuscaloosa. We'll start hunting the next 3 or 4 days on some private. Tomorrow ain't looking good. Looks like it's going to thunderstorm and be some pretty bad weather tomorrow. So I don't know how tomorrow's going to look, but today I think supposed to be pretty good. Friday's supposed to be pretty good, and maybe Saturday. So I don't know. Well, I hope we get something done today. It would sure be nice because this weather's moving in tomorrow. But anyways, we're gonna get out there and see what we can do, and it's just good to be out turkey hunting, right? But hopefully we can get something done today. This is terrible. This is awful. I need to get right there, sit my butt. Oh man, it's terrible. Lord, let it go back under the hill. Let it go back under the hill, Lord. Well, we're on the second spot. We're going to leave that turkey alone. So I really think that turkey's workable. But just where he was at. Yeah, it's so open in there. I think we're just going to leave him and go back a little later. Maybe this evening, because man, it was so open in there. It was
Very
really
open.
He's gobbling good though, but man, he was 20 yards from that one time. I mean, he was spitting and drumming.
Spitting and drumming. I thought I could hear my heartbeat.
Well, we just on the other side of that log, and he was right on the other side. And that's a classic turkey right there. I mean, yeah, he came to calling, but he had a certain place he wanted to go. He didn't want to stay in there. He just kept gobbling, walking away from us, and he was way down next to the creek down there. And we moved 3 or 4 times on him, but I just kind of felt like that we was pushing it. Turkey like that, just get back in there where he wants to be. There was a lot of scratching in there, so he might be back in there this evening if we don't get one. But we're going to go in here and try to get him down. Sometimes you just got to do that. You got to let him walk off and work him a little while. And if you can't move, I didn't want to call anymore because I didn't want to keep him in there and us stuck out like sore thumbs. So just let him walk off, roll the dice, and hopefully let's get him in here, and we're going to see if we can strike another one up. It's still early, so we'll see. know, one mistake a lot of people make, I think, we just slipped in here. It's about 10 o'clock right now. Worked the bird this morning. We kind of just left him alone because I want to go back this evening, maybe get in there and try to hunt him this evening, because we just couldn't move. He was so close to us, we just decided to roll the dice and go back in there this evening. Hopefully he's there. But we're trying to get another one going. If you'll notice, when I was coming down through, through here, I was, the real soft calling I was doing, little clucks, maybe 2 or 3 note yelps. Just, being that feeding hen, or that little hen just moving in the area. A lot of people, they'll get in here at 10, 11 o'clock. They get on these points, and they'll just, and a lot of it's because you see it on your favorite television show, not knocking TV shows, but this is what you see. They get on these points, and they're just row, 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 real loud. Well, probably not the best thing to do. Yeah, it's good for locating turkeys, but if one's close, it might not be the best idea. So when you move into a spot from the road and you're just moving in here, see if you can locate one, before you get real loud, do that soft calling, and then do it while you're walking, because it sounds more natural. Hen's not going to call here and then all of a sudden she's down here, but it just sounds more natural for you just to throw 1 or 2 little clucks while you're moving. Just be that hen that's moving down. That's what I'm doing right now. We'll get loud eventually, but right now I'm just kind of doing that soft stuff. We're back for the evening hunt. That gobbler was in here this morning. He moved on down. Last time we heard him, he was just way down there, and right down in his holler. It was just so open, and he was in that bottom, and we was just afraid to chance it because it's really open pines in here. And sometimes you can go down after them. They already seen you and you blow the whole hunt. So sometimes you got to hunt smart. So we just decided to leave him for this evening. When you come in for an evening hunt, if you let a gobbler or walk off, or you're just coming for an evening, you just want to be that feeding hen. That's what they're doing this time. They're just out feeding. They're out here picking, headed back toward the roost. It's still good 4 hours from fly up time, but you just want to get in there and call soft, make them feeding sounds. Them whines and whistles and purrs and clucks and all that stuff. Just be that hen out there. He's probably not going to gobble his head off. Sometimes you'll find a gobbler will, but he just may come slipping in, get where you can see pretty good ways. So that's what we're going to do. See if we can get something going. We're walking back in for the second evening. We sat all evening day before yesterday. Couldn't hunt yesterday because of the tornadoes. Was on this gobbler again this morning. They didn't say nothing. He had a lockjaw, but he came in quiet to about 25 yards, and when they come in quiet like that and they're over here and you're pointed this way and they come over here, you really can't do much except just sit there and look at him and hope that he'll give you the opportunity to move, but he didn't, and he just kind of went right on down the hill. I tell you, I think they're staying on the side of the hill instead of up on the top. So, because 2 evenings they've done the same thing. They went around the sides instead of where all that scratching is at on the top. So we're going to get down on the side this evening and see what happens. But we've seen turkeys every time we've come in here. Haven't seen that gobbler twice, if it's the same one. But I'm just hoping he's back in here this evening. 3rd time's a charm, hopefully. Because he's made me mad. But I'd say probably there's a 90% chance he'll win.
Yeah, probably so. Always a chance.
Always a chance. There's always that small chance that you get that, 10% when you win.
Makes all the hard work worth it.
Songbirds seem like they're not saying much. So, but just walking and calling a little bit. I'm going to go down here in this bottom and check it out. Just try to slip easy, because you never know where those suckers are going to be at when you ain't gobbling like this. Tell you, this southern hunting down here, if it ain't raining, it's hot. If it ain't hot, it's tornadoes. And, last year when I was down here, it was just up in the 90s, just blistering hot. And, it just shut everything down. This year, we had one good morning, the first morning I was here, where he gobbled real good. And, we seen turkeys and everything. And they worked right. Then that tornado come through, but after that, it's just all been downhill. So 2 straight years, Alabama's just been a bad weather for me when I come down here. And that's all it is. I think it's weather related more than anything. But if I don't get nothing today, I'll be back. I gotta hit it one of these years right. Good morning, everybody. Well, this is our last day here in Alabama. It's hard to believe a week has already flew by. And we've been on this turkey for the last three mornings. He's staying right in the same general area. Wednesday called him in to about 25 yards and couldn't get a shot. Gobbled good, come in classic, just like you'd want him to, but we just couldn't get turned around, and came in too far to our left, and the camera guy was over from me too, so it wouldn't have been a safe situation. We'll go back in here this morning and just get back in the same area, because that's where he's at. A lot of scratching in here, so I'm just going to ease back in here and kind of get set up here in just a few minutes, and hopefully he gobbles. It's pretty humid out there. I don't know if they'll gobble or not. It's pretty hot, but I'm just going to get in there and watch, and hopefully something good happens. If not, then it's not the first time I've ate a tag, and it won't be the last time. We lost a couple days due to weather. I think Tuesday and Thursday we lost it to weather. So anytime you're on a trip and you lose any day, then it's, especially a short trip, then it hurts you. But just got to persevere, and then we're going to leave in the morning, going over to Mississippi and hunt a week, and then on to Tennessee. So hopefully it picks up in the next couple weeks, but we'll get in here and see what we can do with this turkey. You just think something would be gobbling today. But anyways, it's getting about 10 o'clock. Perfect time for one to start mid-morning, start gobbling. But it's overcast today, but I don't know. Some people say that weather has an effect on turkeys, and I guess it does to a point, but I've seen days like this, and they gobble their head off. And I've seen bluebird sky days where, it's nice weather, They ain't saying nothing. And I've seen some days where it's 28, 30 degrees in the morning, feels like deer season, and they're gobbling their heads off. And I've seen days where it's hot, and they're gobbling their head off. So, I don't know, but you know, when they don't gobble, boy, it makes it rough. Just like that yesterday, you know, they come in, you don't know which way they're coming, and it's kind of open like this. You can see it's kind of open. You know, they're standing over here, and you're looking this way and got your gun this way. Well, you can't. When they're sitting there with their head up, you can't be turned around, and it makes it hard. But you know, it's you just got to persevere. You just got to keep going, and eventually you're going to find one that's going to work. Now, I may not find one because I got to leave tomorrow. I may not find one this trip, but sooner or later, you're going to find one somewhere or another that's going to work right, and it's going to do what he's supposed to do. But you know, you just got to keep your faith, keep your confidence up, doing everything right.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please take a moment and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because we have a lot of great turkey hunting content coming in the weeks to come, and you don't want to miss any of it. Make sure to check out all of the links in the description, springfevercustomcalls.com, where you can get my Signature Series box call and my Signature Series mouth calls, along with all the other great turkey calls available at springfevercustomcalls.com. Also, while you're over there, grab you a Dell Outdoors official classic t-shirt. It just helps us to continue doing what we're doing on the channel here, so make sure to get you a t-shirt. Also, check out my brand new online store. The link will be in the description, where we're weekly bringing you new t-shirts, hoodies, neck gaiters, coffee mugs, a lot of things with our Dell Outdoors logo on it. So check that out as well, and everything that you buy there just helps us to keep doing what we're doing here. Check out SOSO Outdoors and check out Spring Fever Custom Calls, like I've already said. Check out their YouTube page. Also, subscribe to those fellows over there at Spring Fever and also SOSO Outdoors. Just a lot of great links below. Check them all out. Support the channel here, like I said, with all your purchases. And we will be seeing you shortly with another great video full of turkey hunting tips.